Once again, 100.5 Jack FM presents the Picture Book Interview with Chad the Intern.
Well, I imagine you do pretty well in the South. You were on the Blue Comedy, the New Generation Blue Comedy comedy thing.
Yeah. We it was
2007 was that?
Yeah. We did a special here like that launched like in Vegas like for like it was the
at Caesars, correct?
Yeah, when they did the what is it, the comedy festival.
Comedy festival, yeah.
Yeah, and that was that was really cool. Like I still remember, like that was one of my coolest moments in comedy. I remember, like, because I went over. It was the night before we shot the special, and I went over to the Mirage to play poker. And
figure.
And the thing is, it was one of those times where I was like, I'm gonna be disciplined. No, I'm not gonna take my ATM card. And I mean, and then I get ace king cracked by king deuce. And I'm like, you son of a... Damn it. Now I have to go get my ATM card. So I go back because I was at the Mirage. I go back to Caesars. I go get my ATM card. I come back downstairs, and I was talking to Jeff Ross, comedian Jeff Ross, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm just here for the blue collar, next generation. And he's like, yeah, I'm opening for Chris Rock. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then all of a sudden I hear from behind me, he's like, what's your name? And I turn around, it's Chris Rock. And I was like, oh, hey, I don't remember. And I was like, John Caparulo. He's like, man, I keep trying to tell people how funny you are, and I can't remember your name. It's too long. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. But I will
shorten it for you.
But I mean, like, the cool thing, I was just like, what? Chris Rock thinks I'm... those are the moments you live
That's
for
huge.
In comedy. Because, I mean, really, like, being on TV and everything is cool, but just to look, guys that you idolize when you were thinking about doing comedy, and he actually said that I'm not wasting everyone's time. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's huge. Now, I know if you've ever had this moment, well, you just mentioned your ATM card, where you've maxed out the amount you can withdraw in a day from gambling. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
They're like, you go and you're like, you can't withdraw anymore. I've done that.
Look, if you have a gambling problem, you start opening multiple accounts.
Oh, is that the key? Well, there's always those brochures that are beside the ATM that say, when the fun stops. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, yeah. Because it's such a walk of shame, especially from a poker table, to get cracked, and it's like, it's like I went all in with Jack 9. Oh, no. And it's just like, you just feel everybody's eyes on you like, oh, he's got a problem. It's like, stop staring at me.
Do you ever plan on, or have you been in the World Series of Poker? Have you tried to hit that yet, or? You know what? No, I mean, the thing is like, I always wanted to, but tournament poker is like I guess like because I learned the game on cash games, like I limit games, like I'll pay like the 10-20 or something like that at the Mirage, right?
But like at those tournament style ones, I get cracked real fast, because
right.
It's no limit. Because no limit, I guess, it's a weird rhythm for me, because it's like I don't know how much to bet, because
you're all in the first
because it's easy in limit, it's like, oh, I got pocket kings, I can make that look cool, and go, yeah, you know what, I'll call, but I mean, with no limit, it's like, oh, pocket kings, here's everything in my shoe, and it's like, oh, I gave that away, didn't I?
Well, and the other thing, they make it look sexy on TV, but those tournaments, they last for like 3-4 days.
I mean, you're grinding out at those things.
Yeah, they just give you the highlights on TV, and you're like, wow, that looks cool, I could do that.
Right.
You have 15 hours of your life to give away?
I mean, you seriously, like, yeah, like when those people are massaging fat guys and stuff like that, you ever watch that? Like the guy who's getting a rub down. I always hate that when I'm at the table, though. It's like, do I have to watch you get a massage? Why don't you just take a walk? All right, can't you just take a walk? And I mean,
the other thing that irritates me is all the eye shades and the hats, and it's like at some point someone's gonna wear a burqa or something. Where isn't that kind of like you're saying?
There.
Yeah, you're saying I'm not really that good of a poker player because you can read my eyes. I gotta cover my face and I have headphones on. And
I mean, you get so aggravated because like I hate the guys who yell at dealers, at their cards, I mean, they have an electronic shuffler
the dealer has nothing to do
He's
with
just
the
throwing
fact,
him out.
I mean, it's like the game is hard, all right? It's not fun. It always seems like fun before you sit down, but then you're always just trying to battle back to even. You know?
Right.
And there's one jerk at the end of the table who's just got stacks of chips in front of him, and there's a reason for that.
And you hate
He's
that
better
guy.
than us. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna fight that guy, but I mean, it's. I always get aggravated. People yell at the dealer. People ask for a new setup, and they got to sit there and count out the cards,
right?
Make sure there's 52 of them in the, now I got to sit here and wait. I've been getting deuce 6 all day, and now I got to sit here and wait even longer for them to count out the deck.
Isn't that kind of the guy though that really doesn't know what he's doing and he's just trying to look cool? Is that really what's going on there?
Usually it's those grinders who've been playing for so long and they still suck, and they're like, new setup, just shut up. You just want to control something.
You have been listening to the Picture Book Interview with 100.5 Jack FM and Jack TV. Good day.